Hello everyone. Wash unit is useless. Yes, it is useless in my opinion. And I have been keeping this to myself for years since the first wash unit came out several years ago. And I have encountered so many people that ask my help because they print crack during drying or after curing. And they all have one thing in common. They all use wash unit. I don't use wash unit and my model never cracks, except when I forget and leave them submerged for too long. Let me show you how I wash my model properly without wash unit. Let's go. Look, no wash unit at all. Yes, I have this Phrozen wash and cure unit, but I only use it for curing. And you can see the wash unit is there sitting collecting dust. Here's my wash unit, just a simple container. And this strainer things if I print a lot of models. I have a bigger strainer, but I do not leave it there. And if the model is too big, here comes the clove. Here's step 1. I submerge my model and leave it for 15 minutes so the IPA can dissolve the resin, especially for the interior if your model is hollow. This is 1-month-old IPA, and you can see lots of sediment, so fresh or old IPA is not the main concern. Step 2, this is the most important. Lift it up and let it drip till very little drops of resin coming out. And then repeat again. Because this way, we want to flush out all the resin that is in the interior. Do this step for like maybe 3 to 5 times, depends on the model size and how old is your IPA. And then have this bottle of fresh IPA. We're gonna spray it. It doesn't have to be a lot. See, I do not even fully squish my spray bottle. And if your model is bigger, of course you want to squish more fresh IPA. Let all the dissolved resin that stick to the surface of your model getting rinsed by this fresh IPA. And if you print a lot, you could use the strainer and then spray with fresh IPA. It is the same. And then leave it to dry. On the last note, depends on how old is your IPA. You might want to reprint, spray it again, after leave it to dry for like maybe a minute or 2. And we are done, and then you could leave it to dry and then you could cure it and your model will not crack. Let me show you my older print. These boxes contain my test print from all the printers that I review, and here we have which Mini 8KS. This is from Revo and from Hey Gears. Let's look at the Mini 8KS. You could see no crack at all. This is a 1-year-old print from when I review Mini 8KS. This model here is printed like almost a year ago, and here from 6 months ago, if I'm not mistaken, from Revo review, no cracks. And some might argue cracks are notorious on water washable resin. Yes, but let me show you. This is using water washable resin. This is from when I review Hey Gears resin. If I'm not mistaken, it's back in like December 2024 or November 2024. So this one is like 4 months plus old. And no cracks. Some people will say that your model cracked because the wall is too thin, and they say minimum is 3 mm. But sorry, I have to strongly disagree because I have printed a model with only 0.5 mm wall and they do not crack. But I would suggest minimum 1.5 to 2 mm thick wall if you want your model to be firm. So whether you use wash unit or not, wash your model properly. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next video.